I'm not quite sure why you would want to claim this. It's safe to say that the LGBTQ community owns Blue Archive. Are they? This person also says the Blue Archive fandom is filled with... those are not very nice descriptions. Keep throwing all those buzzwords and maybe one of them will stick, right? But by that logic, then the LGBTQ community are filled with those people too, so... you're shooting yourself in the foot there. This is a Yuri and Yaoi game now. Yaoi? Blue Archive is like mostly female. It might as well be a harem game. I have no idea how you're gonna get a yaoi out of it unless you gender bend the characters or turn them into femboys. Gacha games are for gay people. Cry about it! I'm not crying about it, I'm just a bit confused as to why you want to claim that this gacha game is yours when Blue Archive is played by a lot of people around the world, and most people are straight the last time I checked. Then there's this meme of someone showing normal people grabbing the hands of anyone in the rainbow flag and preventing them from stealing all the characters from the gacha games. I wouldn't exactly go that far, but this image implies that the LGBTs are able to accomplish such a thing. Gay people literally made those games popular. Wow, quite the narcissist, aren't you? Can't steal something that was already yours to begin with. Well, those intellectual properties are not solely owned by people who fall under the rainbow flag. They are owned by the respective corporations who have the rights. So, no, you do not own all those properties, but you can keep on claiming that it's yours. It's rather funny that way. The treatment towards fictional women continues to be a controversial subject to certain people. If you straight up just objectify and sexualize every fictional woman you see, how do you think that makes actual women feel? Oof, throwback Hooplas. Real-life women are not fictional women, and if you project your feelings into the fictional characters in question, you need serious help. But of course, you don't care about the people affected by that stuff. You're right. I don't. We're talking fictional characters here, not real women. That type of thing has always been a problem in media, and is usually done like that because women are seen as objects. No, fictional characters are seen as objects because they are objects. They are not real-life women. I think you are confusing the two. Just because they are fictional characters doesn't mean they have no effect on people's view on the real world and other things, such as how they treat actual women. So if you kill people in games, that means you're a real-life murderer, right? Stop equating how people treat fictional characters with how people treat real people. Dealing with constant sexualization isn't fun. Yes, if it's done to you, someone who lives in the real world, someone who exists, not towards fictional characters who don't exist in this world. Please learn the difference. People greatly overestimate the ability of internet users to be intelligent. Not even being able to be in a community to talk about the things you like, because most of all that people see for the character is the sexiness in her design, and not her as an actual character. It's kind of degrading. Sorry to say this, but the internet in general is a degrading place for any forms of intellectual discussion. The sooner you realize that the internet is mostly filled with horny doofuses who will never take your statement with any ounce of seriousness, the better your life will be. You should treat fictional characters like real people. No, you shouldn't. Are you out of your mind? How do you think the people who happen to act, look, or see themselves in that character are going to feel when they see people treating that character like an object just because of the way the character is designed? I think those people should seek therapy. Why are you projecting yourself to fictional characters that are not real? Why do you think that how people treat that fictional character is the same as how they're going to treat you? The world is not centered around you, narcissist. You're not a fictional character. How people treat them is not the same as how they treat you. It's rather concerning of you coming out and saying all this about fictional women. This is why I can't really get into anime too much, dude. Another throwback. You can't get into anime because there are black female anime characters? Does nobody else get deeply uncomfortable from how sexualized it is? No, but not because I'm a guy. I've seen guys get sexualized in anime too, and they didn't bother me. The problem is not anime, the problem is you. Separate your porn and entertainment. It's just weird and objectifying to me. Okay, but none of the anime you showed are porn. Berserk has adult content, but it's not porn either. You really should watch porn so that you can tell the difference. Don't dare disagree with me until you've taken an ethnic study or a relevant humanities class. Sorry, but not taking those classes won't stop us from disagreeing. If we really want to change the future, we got to point that out. Yeah, sorry to say this, but going ew gross on sexy anime women isn't gonna change anything. Do yourself a favor and leave. Clearly, anime is not for you. People's perception of Japan is beyond warped. Mass-produced pedophiles paradise in there, and you're mad that they're normal. You're on the internet calling people that enjoy anime figurines pedophiles. You're not the bastion of normality. Also, that video in question involves some Western tourist lady getting upset about anime figurines while wasting the poor Japanese employee's time having to deal with her moralizing crap. I am more upset in how she treats the poor Japanese employee. People do not take lightly of being accused of pedophilia. If my hobby was drawing blacks and Jews getting lynched, it wouldn't be racist since it's not real, right? Wow. You seriously think that this hypothetical is going to make you look good, don't you? To entertain this stupid idea, the figurines being shown in the video are not supposed to represent real people. They are fictional characters. They are meant to represent things that are not real. If someone has a hobby of drawing marginalized people getting lynched, you must figure out whether they're drawing them to make a point about the oppression of minorities, like most movies that feature scenes of those, or are they doing that because they genuinely do hate minorities and want them to get lynched? Either way, anime characters are not meant to represent real people. Some might argue that they represent something way better than real people, so your argument is invalid. Somehow the act of shipping characters is too monstrous for certain people. If you're an adult who pro-ships, you are a pedophile. Wow. Immediately go straight to the child predator allegations. Shipping is just pairing two characters together. That's all it is. That's a serious criminal offense to you? You should not be drawing porn of children as an adult. Fictional characters are not children. This drawing of a knife is not a real knife. Know the difference. You are actually a disgusting piece of trash who needs to be in prison. Well, sorry to say this to you, 17-year-old fetus, but people do not go to prison for liking fictional characters. And if you dare to make the mistake of calling the police for that, keep in mind that the misuse of 911 calls is an actual crime. It's not a good idea trying to play both sides and failing miserably at this issue. Both pro-shippers and antis view abuse as nothing but porn categories. Except pro-shippers recognize that fiction is not reality. Anti-shippers do not. One actively masturbates to abuse, and the other just says, "Whoa, gross, you're perverted!" I'm sorry, is this supposed to be in a neutral side? Fictional abuse is not real abuse, the same way fictional law is not real law. I honestly don't know which one is worse. I am pretty sure it's the one that cannot differentiate between fiction and reality. Whether the fetishization of trauma and dehumanization of victims, or the dismissal and mockery of any meaningful conversation about certain topics under the disguise of safety. Wow, all this neutrality only to be wrong on all fronts. Fictional characters are not victims. They are not real people. They cannot be dehumanized. Stop comparing treatment of fictional characters to treatment of real people. As for the anti-side, there's no mockery, there's only moral outrage. Mockery implies that these antis are not taking these matters seriously, which is not the case. Both sides see victims as sexual objects. No, pro-shippers see fictional characters as sexual objects, and anti-shippers think fictional characters are just like real people. One side sees us as masturbatory assets. You are not a fictional character to be used as masturbatory assets. Stop projecting yourself to fictional characters just because they have the same issues as you. Except the fictional characters' issues are entirely made up and yours are not. The other side calls us perverted because of our trauma. I am not on the anti-side, so I have no idea what that's all about, but I can assure you that being on the anti-side, getting outraged at fictional depictions, is not a great position to take. And that's all for the video today. Here's a cat. Huge thanks to all the wonderful sponsors this week. You're all fantastic. Don't forget to check out my previous videos here. Click the like button, comment, subscribe, join the YouTube membership, leave some tips, just $1 down below. And thanks for watching.